Yeah.
Yeah, bro. Okay. Yeah. Okay. I think from there, those were simply just the only missing ones that I felt were. Wait, let me just check your requirements. That's good. Django. Okay. Oh yes, for how do you connect your Postgres?
All right. I use environment dot env file file. I connect my I put my password there. My password is .env file.
Okay, then how are you able to do that without using? You remember that binary package that I told you about?
What's that?
Wait, I'll just copy that name again. I think I sent it on WhatsApp. I'll copy it again and send it to you. That package. Just check it.
All right. I've installed it. It's in my requirement file, requirement.txt file.
Oh yeah. But the one that I'm looking at right now, maybe you did that on a different branch.
All right.
Yeah,
all right.
main.
Yeah, I got you.
Yeah, because main doesn't have it.
Let me check.
Okay.
I'm opening the file.
Yeah, just check your main. Maybe you did it on a different. Yeah, because I'm even git pulling right now, and it's telling me it's up to date. So meaning that there were no changes on main.
Yeah, it's there. It's 2 psycho PG2
on main. On the main branch. On the main branch. Check your main. Yeah. Check your main branch, because I'm looking at my main.
Let me check.
Wait, let me just show you what I mean. I'm looking at my main branch.
I'm trying to open the file right now. Is there, sir?
No, look at my main branch.
It's on my main branch.
Look at my main branch.
Okay.
Do you see that?
Okay. Not see. Okay.
Can you see my main branch right now?
I think.
Okay, look.
You haven't downloaded the recent updates.
Okay, wait. No. I'll git pull again. You check that out. You can see that. You can see that I'm on the.
Do that.
You can see that I'm on the main branch, right? There's the main branch, right? Main branch, right?
The last time I asked about the Inbox, Sandbox, PayPal, all those things.
You see?
That's when I.
Cause when I git pulled that other time, these were the only files. These were the certain files that we did, and then yeah. Because it's telling me that it's up to date. It's not on the main branch. Because I can even wait. Let me just check the.
It's there now. Psycho PG 2.911. 2.9.11.
Okay, wait. Since you're insisting, I
can see it.
No, it's fine. Since you're insisting, okay, this is the latest main, right? We will open requirements, right? Where is it? Oh, line 10.
Requirements.txt.
Oh, okay, line 10. Wait, let me just check my.
Yeah, line Yeah.
Line 10. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. You sorted that out. Oh, okay. Well, you sorted it out that day. Okay. Okay, cool. Cool. Okay. Okay, it's fine then. Wait a minute. I have this thing open here and it's annoying me.
Are you running it locally or you want to connect it to
local? No, not yet. I haven't run anything because I wanted to first I wanted to first understand what's going on before. You can't just run anything you don't understand. You don't understand what's going on and stuff like that. Yeah. That's not how things are done.
Alright, sir.
You must first understand what the other person was doing. Yeah. Okay. So what were you trying to achieve? Let me understand that part.
What I'm trying to achieve is I want to have, let's say, add-on experience or on how to deploy all these websites, all these what is it called? Online applications like using AWS and all these things to deploy the website. I'm just a junior developer now. I don't know how all these things works. The one I did right now, I just follow a tutorial. So I know you have one. I know you have a lot to tell me about this thing. So I'm just a learner.
Okay. Why are you calling it a website? Because it's a platform. There's a website, there's a platform, and then there's an app. Those things are two different things. You do realize that?
Let me get it, Sam.
Okay, wait. I'm just trying to search for something. Like on the. Okay, let me first understand certain things from you, and also understand what the platform is all about and what they were trying to achieve when they were guiding it. From what you've built, what did you understand? What were you building?
I'm building e-commerce websites. Just a Django project so that it will allow user to register on the platform, have access to the product. Either you register or not, you can buy product from the site.
Okay. From that, because I'm looking at what they were doing. With the database, because they're using because you chose to use Postgres. Have you ever heard of something called Railway?
Railway, yeah.
Because that's where the database will go.
The tutor use it. That's what I used to, but I just stopped using it.
Why?
Because I don't know much about it.
Yeah. Okay. It's the thing in software engineering. I'm sure I'm sure in your. Are you doing backend or front end?
Yes, sir.
Are you doing backend or front end at ALX?
Backend.
Okay, cool. Now then we'll speak the same language.
Yeah.
If there's something that you're trying to do and it doesn't work in the manner that you're trying to achieve it doesn't mean that you have to stop. Because as a backend dev, I don't mean to downplay front end developers and all that, but front end work is just I won't say what it is, but it's not as challenging as back end. So the idea is with back end, because that's where the entire logic of the whole platform sits. So if the back end doesn't make any sense, you don't have an app. I don't care how good your front end will look like or how good your UI. If you don't have a business logic, then you don't have an app at all. So now,
once backend is failed, the app is failed.
Exactly. Because if your API is not communicating with your database, your front end is simply just like a trophy wife, so to say. You understand? So just because when you're trying to do your railway thing, it didn't work, it's only a challenge to you that, oh, okay, since I was trying to do this, it didn't work. Why did it not work? Because most of the time is if you try something new and it works, what are the chances that you will understand what you were doing? You won't fully understand. You'll be like, let me just do it. But the minute when you're trying to do something and it doesn't work, your mind goes to work and it says, why is this thing not working? Because you're a problem solver. Let me put it this way. When you're a backend dev, you are a problem solver. You're solving a problem by creating the platform, but you're also solving a problem in the meantime you're trying to build and something breaks or something fails or something doesn't achieve the objective of what you were trying to achieve. So that's the nature and the character as a backend dev that you should have. Because if something works, believe you me, you're simply, I wouldn't say even, I wouldn't call you a junior dev. I'd call you just an entry level.
The thing is, let me say, the Git repo that I had you as a contributor. When I'm trying to deploy that one, it didn't deploy. It give me some logs, errors, and all those things. Then I copy all those the file inside that ecom repo. Then I paste it in another repository. Then I run that one, and that won't work. And I have the URL to that one, but this one didn't work. But once I move all those files to it is in the root directory now. I think when I run it, it will do.
When you run it locally,
it work locally, but when I'm trying to deploy it, it didn't work. So then I copy all those files. I copy it to another repo. Then I link that one to Railway, and that won't work.
Then it means that somewhere along the line, because you remember when I said to you when we were speaking about how you were developing it, there were certain things that were inconsistent and stuff like that. Because remember when I said to you, there's always the stutter repo, which is the master or the main side of things, and then when you're building whatever you're building, you branch out from main, you build that feature, and once you've completed that feature, you merge to main. Even if you haven't finished, it's always wise that once you feel that okay, you've worked enough and then you're tired or whatever, before you create another branch, merge this one. But if you're going to continue, it's fine. You can continue and work on that branch until you're ready to merge it to main. Because if you're going to branch from main, create a branch from main, and then you're creating another branch from main, that's bad practice. That is.
I have URL to the other one I deployed on another repo, and that won't work. But the new update it is on another repo, so I haven't matched all those new features. Okay. I think I should deploy this one, because I was able to set all those app and requirement file into the root directory now.
Okay, I think let's first understand this. When because I've seen that you've used Render before. Have you ever used DigitalOcean before?
No, sir. I
Okay.
only use relay and render. I tried to use Fezzo, but one of my guy told me it's for JavaScript or
Yeah.
JavaScript. That's
Yeah.
what he told me.
Yeah.
Then I moved to render and relay.
Okay. Then there's also this third part. You spoke about this. Was it the proc file or wait? Let me just search for this file. Yeah,
Profile.
the proc file. That's a hero.
Yeah.
That's a Heroku deployment setup. That's a Heroku configuration, and I'm sure. Have they given you the student packages via GitHub?
That's what the man wrote. He said we should write what's it called? Web unicorn store.wsgin.
No, no, you're
Then
not.
we should run pipe.
No, you're not listening to me.
Alright.
It's a Heroku file. Fine, that's what he said. That is okay. But
Oh,
what I'm asking now is, has ALX given you guys the student packages and stuff like that from GitHub?
no, no.
Not
They are
yet.
just they are just introducing us to Django.
Um. Okay, you're not.
That's what we did this week.
No, I don't think
You
you.
think
No, you don't understand what I mean.
okay.
Uh,
Okay, let me understand some.
You can see that I'm on my ALX thing, right?
Yeah.
You click tools and then you click this route here. Then
Tools.
okay, you click tools and then it will open this page, and then that is where the student package is. This is where the link is. I've already clicked on
I
it.
don't think we have access to that now. We haven't graduated.
No. You get it.
Okay,
You get
let
it.
me check.
No, you get it
Let me check.
whilst you get it whilst you're. Hey, what's happening here?
Let me check it.
Okay. Yeah, just check it. Probably, but if they haven't granted you access to it, it's going to come.
Okay, only what I saw is it not sandbox or something like
Okay.
online computer?
Okay, they haven't given you. Okay, what will happen is, under tools, you'll be given this option to have access to the student package. You'll simply just go to GitHub Education. When you get to GitHub Education,
Okay.
that is where you will have access to this student developer package. And then
Okay.
yeah, Heroku is amongst the packages. Where is it? Heroku, where are you? I don't know if I've passed it. I think I've passed it. Let me start fresh. Because the first one, I think there's a point. One of the reasons why they'll give you the package is so that you use the .tech domain. Oh yeah, there's Heroku. Yeah. You simply just use Heroku, because that's what the proc file is all about on your code base. It will help you deploy it in Heroku. That's where it's actually mainly for the
Okay.
it's mainly for the back end side of things, and then you can deploy the static side. Yeah. So what you would have to do is simply just configure your server. I don't know whether you, depending on the configure, but when I'm looking at that, it's just basic configuration, so it should run on Heroku. You won't have any issues. So you would have to then configure the server in such a way that you're able to serve the static files or the front end side of the application and stuff like that. That I think you can deploy it in what do they call it? Have you ever?
When I try to deploy the application,
Okay.
I have one issue.
Okay.
The issue I have is that whenever I have new updates or let's say new commits,
Okay.
and I try to rerun the app, all the pictures, images in that database, it will disappear. It won't show the picture again. I have to re-upload. I don't know why is that on Railway.
How did you on Railway? Did you configure the server?
Yeah, on Railway.
Did you configure the server?
How? It's just the thing is all the in setting the pipeline.
Okay.
What I do is that all the images should be sent it should be saved to the media file.
Yeah.
So I keep having the problem. Then
So
I
yes,
remove that file from gitignore. Then I put it into the repository. Then I send it to that
and then
website.
you were able to.
And then I was able to see all these pictures without whenever I commit new features, the picture didn't disappear again.
But then you solved the problem. You don't see that you solve. You don't see that you solved the problem.
The thing is, I don't think that one is advisable when we are doing when we are using that when we are doing that for commercial. Like,
But it's not a commercial. It's not a commercial one. So what it means is, if you're doing if you're doing a commercial thing, what does it mean? You would have to maybe use like an S3 bucket, for example. But when you're sending that to an S3 bucket, what does it mean? You'd have to compress those images so that they don't, exactly.
Occupy some
A lot.
occupy all the space.
But then this is not a commercial thing at the moment. You're simply just building it for the sake of your portfolio.
Yeah, that's correct.
Hey, I don't understand why you were stressing. You had this thing at the palm of your hand, then you utilize that. Then, because the idea is, when you're following a tutorial, follow it to the T, learning whatever they're trying to teach you, so that once you understand what they've taught you, then you simply just how do you make the platform yours, or whatever they were teaching you yours, by understanding what the platform was all about and how to make I'd say change a few things without necessarily breaking the entire platform. Because what it meant is that since they were utilizing that direction, so how can you make sure that if it's an enterprise or a production application or platform, how can you make sure that you minimize on the cost? Because now, after you've built a platform, here's a secret that people normally don't tell you. You can build an application from scratch to MVP stage. There, you are not concerned about cloud bills, nothing. You're just building it in such a way that it works in the manner that you said or planned that it should work. So once it gets to work, then that's when you start thinking about
production,
cloud bills and expenses and all that. Because I don't know, there's this illusion when you're still starting out that you have to build this to production grade all the time. It's not all the time. How are you going to test that this thing works? You're going to be testing in production all the time. And then the next thing, by the time you finish building that application, you have a cloud bill of $500. Where are you going to get that money?
$500.
Bro, I'm telling you, like, I can even show if I didn't have an ND.
Is it based on the app request or how?
It's the utilization, everything. The fact that you're utilizing certain service, that's why being a cloud engineer is very, very important in the sense that you have to be an individual that produces a working product with the least amount of expenses that it took for it to be built. So if you're going to be building something that's by the like let's say whatever it is that you're building, by the time it is deployed completely as a final version, it has shot up to a $500 or $1,000 depending what you're doing. Because remember that when because you're a backend engineer, you have to be testing endpoints if they work the way that, because how you test an endpoint, it must move to the back end. Where's the back end? It's sitting somewhere in the cloud. If you want to be if you're building, if you have this mindset that you're
like AWS, right?
Exactly. So that's why it's always important to test things from the dev side of things without necessarily deploying everything to to staging or to the production side of things. So that's why there's nothing wrong with developing in a dev environment, so that once you see that in the dev environment it works, now you can change those configurations that you made to production side of things. But for me, I don't know about anybody else, I'm not saying do it that way. I always build with that duality that I have the production credentials or the production setup, but I pipe it with the dev configuration, so that once I see that in dev it works, I don't have to be switching and flipping all the time that let me switch to production, let me switch to dev. I don't like doing this up and down thing, because it really sets you back. So that when you're testing for dev, that when you're testing for dev, this is the setup that you already have. I don't activate or enable the production, so that once I see that on dev it works, cool. I can also leave it on dev, because there's nothing wrong with leaving it on dev, because on dev there are no expenses. Of course for the Wi-Fi that you're using, but that's not an issue. So that once I'm testing for production now, I simply enable the production configuration that I have. Not that I have to start afresh and start setting up. That's a lot of time. So do this thing simultaneously. It's just a matter of piping these things. You check. So once you have that set up, you work. The idea is you work faster than everyone else, because everyone else will be like, the way that they work, okay, they have this dev set configuration first, then once they see that it works, then that's when they start afresh setting up the product. You're setting yourself back, because in the tech space, I'm sure you'll know, or you've seen, or I don't know if Julian has spoken about that the idea is, in a tech company, time is the essence. So that's why they're even giving you
time is very important.
I'm sure you saw the projects that they're giving you, how much time that they give you. They're trying to get you
If you didn't complete the project on time, they will deduct the mark.
Exactly. Then look at those marks. Think
it doesn't mean you can submit. You will submit, but you won't get the actual mark.
Exactly. So what they're teaching you is that when you delay, that'll be your salary that'll be on the line. So that's why
so we have to get that. It's like getting discipline to someone said, just like discipline, the way you should do something.
Exactly. So it is your choice. But the idea is, there's nothing wrong with submitting late. But if you're a person that wants to pay bills, if you're a person that wants to pay bills, you know what to do. You will know what to do.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's what ALX is all about. They're putting a lot of pressure on you. So you will decide. You will decide what to do.
Even I don't think all of us that we started. Some people left.
No.
Some people left. All the people said this thing. it's too much for them.
Here's,
They
here's,
can't cope.
here's the
It's
thing.
how they are.
Here's the thing. When we started as 7,000 students, because there were a lot of students. There were some
7,000.
There was some in South Africa, some because there's so many countries. You understand? You're aware of that, right?
Yeah,
So
all
it's,
the Africans.
yeah. So it's all these African countries that have been selected. We were 7,000. I think by the time we got to, I don't know. Are you guys still doing simple shell? There's a project called Simple.
What do you say?
Are you guys still doing that? There's a project called Simple Shell. I don't know if you guys are still doing it.
We didn't do that. We only do Git, and we moved to Django now. Just do Python, Django. We started Django now.
Oh.
Do simple stuff.
Oh.
Maybe they give us in another way. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe probably there must be a project that there's this project that that determined whether you progress to the next phase, because
or not.
Yeah, we on the foundations we had 9 months, and then on the specializations we had 3 months. So in the first 9 months, they give you the requisition that you have to maintain a certain percentage, and then I think it's month 2. Is it month 2 or month 3? Somewhere there. That's where that project was. Failing to pass that project meant that you were going to repeat. You understand? So that for us it was really tough. It was really tough. Very, very tough. It was actually a Unix it was a Unix program project, and I think it was 10 times the average project. So you can imagine if it's 10 times as much. So if
what
you don't,
you said?
Sorry.
I don't hear you. You say it's 10 times?
It was 10 times as worth as the average project that they normally give you on a daily basis. So, can you imagine? I remember when I went through it, I had...
But do you know something? The thing is, when I started this e-commerce website, in this week, the assignment, or let's say exercise they give us, it doesn't take me much of my time before I finish.
You haven't done team projects?
No, we haven't done team.
Yeah, it was a team
but we did one in the. Okay. We haven't started that one now. Maybe towards the last month.
Yeah, no. For now.
Because in our course content, I'm seeing something like capstone or something.
Yeah, that's where it is. You will see once you start working in teams, because the problem is, you may find that you're a hard worker, but if they pair you with if you pair yourself or they pair you with someone that's very lazy, I'm telling you, bro. Hey.
Very lazy person.
Yeah.
That's where the problem lies.
Exactly. So I think for me,
you want to submit. You want to meet the deadline.
Exactly.
And the person didn't care.
Exactly.
Hey, you will take his own work and your own work together. You did both.
Exactly. So it was tough, but unfortunately, with the Simple Shell project, are they going
to pair us with front-end all these front-end developers? Are they going to do that, or just us, just backend?
Come again?
You know, we have in software engineering, we have a lot of courses like front-end, backend.
Yeah.
Cybersecurity, cloud computing, all these things.
Okay.
Now, I said that for the project they are going to give us, are they going to pair us with front-end or just back-end? Just like 2 of us, or they are going to bring front-end developers to join us?
Okay, there will be projects where you'll be allowed to pair with front end developers, but in the meantime, you will only pair with those that you're with in your stream for now. I think they
So
allow.
whatever the project is,
Yeah, I think for now, you'll simply just pay with the ones that you're in the stream with. I think it's it should be the graduation probably because you guys have cut time now. Now it's 6 months, so I'm guessing that it's the graduation project where you be allowed to work with front end developers. But at the moment, it's just you back end developers until that. But they will let you know when you can pair with front end developers.
uh,
Yeah. Yeah, but
I
in the
need to learn
yeah,
today.
yeah, but in the meantime, I would say try the railway again, and then the idea is you had already gotten it, you had already gotten it to work. Just, the idea is make it work. Then we can worry about how we can then right size it in the manner that it doesn't eat up your cloud bill and stuff like that. Go ahead and do that. Um, I'm not sure if the Heroku side of things is still there.
Should I deploy the current should I deploy it today? Then I will send you the link.
Okay, wait. Like, does it run? Does it run right now in the current state that it's in?
Yeah, the one I did is running right now.
Okay.
I can send you the link.
Yeah, do that, and then we will then look at how we can try and compress the images or maybe compress it this side of the code, not necessarily to just jump on the web-based or the cloud-based tools, because the idea is you want to spend less time on the console or wherever it is. If you can do it this side, it's more manageable rather than managing the code base and then jumping to the cloud console, which is a lot of time. So if you can do it this side of the thing, this side of the code, even better, because there you can also set up the provisioning and all these other things that you would want to accompany your platform in and stuff like that.
All right. And let me send you the link. But the thing is, I have not matched all these Ingrok PayPal payments. I haven't matched that one.
Okay, there I think we would we would have to read the documentation first as to how each of those payment systems sandbox operates, because you don't just build each and every payment system has its own requirements when you're jumping into their sandbox and stuff
the
like
one
that.
the one you sent me yesterday, I didn't understand it because I'm Nigerian.
Okay.
I'm Nigerian.
Okay.
All the web application we are using right now, they collect let's say they accept payment in naira.
Okay.
So like Paystack, Flutterwave, Remitter, all those ones. That's what they are using.
Okay.
Like schools, universities, or all those things. They use Remitter for their payments.
They use what?
Remitter.
What is that?
That's the payment platform.
Then why do they have a sandbox?
No, I don't think Nigeria is using PayPal.
Okay, just send me that, and then I'll try to look for the documentation and try and figure out how we can.
They are using remitter.net. Yeah, they are using remitter.net.
Okay, let me see if I can search for this thing. Remitter.
The following link, the one I sent you now, that's their payment page. Once you click it, that's where it will show. It display where to pay.
Okay, I see that. I think the idea is to read the documentation.
But the one that's very common, the very common one is Paystack and Flutterwave.
Oh yeah, then we can do
Paystack and Flutterwave.
Then we can do Paystack, because Paystack it's pretty much almost like Stripe and all these other common payment systems.
Yeah, but I'm not yet to understand using of Paystack. I don't know how to use it.
At the beginning of our conversation, I said,
but
there's nothing wrong with.
But I know you guide me through.
No, the idea is, here's the thing: even if you know how each payment platform works, the difference is in applying what should be on that platform, because each platform is different. Each developer builds a platform in a different manner, to which the documentation of that payment platform is simply just a guide that when you're building whatever you're building, build it with this consideration that, for example, these are the endpoints, these are the security measures, these are the considerations, the utilization of how you utilize their API and stuff like that, blah, blah, blah. So that if you're going to be implementing security measures, you're going to be doing that. They are not in charge of the security and all these other things. You are the one that's in charge of that. So you build it in such a way that it abides by their rules, but at the same time, whatever data is being sent there, if you're sending payment tokens or payment logs or whatever, and when you're receiving, you abide by those considerations. Because if you also misuse or
I think that's why they call it documentation, right?
Exactly.
So it's something that the developers.
Exactly.
I think I guess.
Yeah, so that's the idea.
Do you see the website?
Yeah, I'm looking at it. Actually, I'm actually looking at the.
I'll send you another link.
No, don't worry. I'm simply just looking at the documentation, because that won't help me, because I'd have to log in and yeah, it's not going to help me much.
Oh.
Yeah, I would have to log in, create it. So it's always good to simply just read the documentation, because I think the documentation is clear, very clear. Anyone can follow it, so that when you're building whatever you build it with that.
Do you see it?
Yeah, I'm looking at it. Wait, let me just...
Do you see the documentation?
Okay. Yeah, I'm looking at it, you see. Because the idea is, when you're building it, you build it with this consideration. So, yeah.
Okay, I can see APIs.
Yeah, because that's the idea. That's why I love documentation, so that when you build whatever you're building, you have this understanding that this is how they utilize their thing, so you don't abuse, their platform and stuff.
Okay.
Yeah, but anyways, I would say in the meantime, just continue with the railway setup that you had. We will then do a bit of research on how to utilize the relator, and how we can implement the relator into the platform.
Okay.
Yeah.
Can we go with the relator now?
Sorry?
I thought all these payment platforms, they usually give demo let's say demo account for developer to be able to use it, like try how it works.
Yes, it's
like PayPal did with Sandbox.
Yes, that's why I was saying that if they have if they have a sandbox, then we will be able to test it out like that from there. But I don't know from what I'm seeing. I don't know.
Yeah,
I
I
don't
register.
I don't think they
I
have.
register Sandbox.
They have a sandbox.
Okay.
No. Do they have a sandbox? I know I'm asking.
This remitter.
Yeah.
Do you mean remitter? No, I don't think so.
Okay, then I think we'd have to also look at Paystack then, because with Paystack. Wait, does your country utilize PayFast? Do you know?
Yeah, we utilize we use Paystack.
No, PayFast. Do you know PayFast?
Even I use Paystack to.
No, I'm not talking about.
PayFast. I don't know that one. I don't know PayFast.
You've never seen this before?
No.
Wow.
I don't see it before.
Okay, maybe you don't. You guys.
This is my first time.
Okay, maybe you guys don't have it then. Okay. Now maybe it's because okay, for South Africa we utilize it. We can also get payments also from outside the countries and all that. So, but if wait, you guys have MTN, right?
Yeah, we have MTN. That's my line. That's my network.
Yeah, then it means do you have access to the Momo? But then there's so many requirements. That's why I don't like it.
Yeah, I think they activate Momo account for me.
Yeah,
but I don't really use it too.
Yeah,
I don't really use it.
No.
They activate the account.
Yeah, but it's just that for you to have access to the sandbox, they have this weird business requirement. So I eventually I just lost interest and I let it go. Because I think you have to be a business of sorts, blah blah blah. So I was like, I don't know, forget it. Don't have time for that. Yeah. But anyways, in the meantime, set up the rate.
Oh, you talk about the Stripe. You talk about Stripe.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. With Stripe, all you need, but your country doesn't use Stripe. That's why I didn't speak about it much.
We don't use it here.
Yeah,
we don't use it. Paystack, Flutterwave. That's the most popular one.
Yeah.
Paystack, Flutterwave, Remitter. I think they might have another one. Okay. Paytitan or something like that. Paytitan Bank. Something like
that. What?
No. Paystack use that bank. It's a bank. It's not a payment platform. You know, Paystack use a lot of banks. They use banks.
Yeah, and you do realize. Oh, yeah. Another thing, yes, which reminds me, if you're going to be utilizing a payment gateway, there are certain conditions that are required of you. You must be a registered business or a registered tax-paying entity or something of the sort. So when you're creating the reason why I was not really rushing to a payment gateway was because it's not as easy as it looks. You can build the code and do all these things, but for it to work, there's some paperwork that you must fill out or T's and C's that you must meet. So that's why I'm not really concerned about it that much. But the idea that I wanted us to have was that we should get the basic functionality of it working.